Hey everybody, Shoeshake Redemption here with Season 2 of this Pacers rebuild. It's been a while since I went through the off season. I was on vacation, enjoying some time away from 2K, if that's possible. Uh, so I had to catch up where I was at here, so I'll do the same for everybody here. So we went through the 83-84 season where this all starts, and I ended up, I think, a game out of the playoffs, if I remember correctly. 2 games out of the playoffs. So the Pacers didn't quite make it. We made a big midseason trade to get Marquise Johnson from the Bucks, but didn't get that playoff push. So in the off season, with the stellar 84 draft class, we drafted John Stockton with the 4th pick. Traded up to get him. I think I had like the 15th or something like that. I was in the teens, and I traded Stepanovic and Seasting to get the 4th pick to draft John Stockton, who will hopefully be the point guard for the next 15 or so years for the Pacers. That'd be great. We signed Robert Reed. Lister we had already traded for as a part of the Johnson trade here. We still have Kellogg and Herb Williams. Butch Carter is the 6th man. Well, 7th man, I guess, technically, because to start off the season, I've got Nate Archibald starting, so we signed him up as a 36-year-old to kind of show John Stockton how it's done. They're playing split minutes. I can show the rotation here in a minute, but I figured not too far into the season, Stockton will be the starter over Archibald. We signed 38-year-old Elvin Hayes to bring some experience to the team. We have Fernston as a backup, so none of these guys down here in the rotation, but ready to go if needed, because the difference in this season as well is that I turned injuries on. So I took them down, the frequency down a little bit, but injuries are on, unlike the first season where I simulated through without them. So that'll make things interesting. I did sign a fake guy. I'll show you why. You may have seen it on the ticker down there at the bottom, but oops, let me just go to the Pacers here. All transactions. So here I guess we can see everything. Oh wow, I didn't know it went that far back. That's crazy. Okay. Okay, so here's that trade. Seasting, Stepanovic, and my first round pick to get the 4th pick. We traded away Brakowski for a future first, so that's nice. Signed Robert Reed, signed Archibald, signed Hayes, signed Fernston, signed Nevitt, signed Joe Bryant, signed Franklin Edwards. So this trade that I did, I was looking through, and the Knicks look like they're going to be bad. So this is heading into the 1985 draft class, where they did get the first pick and get Patrick Ewing. So he's kind of the prize of the draft class. So my thought or hope was, by getting their pick, I'll show you their roster here in a second. By getting their pick, I could possibly get Patrick Ewing, and even as a consolation, you've got, well, actually, he's even better, is Karl Malone. There's Chris Mullin. There's a lot of good players in this draft. Joe Dumars. So getting up to the top would be great. So I traded Bob Hansen and my 86 first. I don't remember which one it was, but for that 85 potential Patrick Ewing pick. So since I lost the roster spot, I went and filled my roster. Lionel Hollins was unfortunately the only real guy I could get to a minimum deal, so he got signed, and then I also signed a fake guy who knows, hopefully he will never have to play, but just to fill my team. But let me show you the Knicks roster, because I see this as a pretty terrible team. Bernard King, yes, he's amazing. He was like all-NBA first team last season, I think. No, 3rd team. Wow, okay. Well, he was an all-star. He averaged lots of points, almost 30 points a game, 60%. So he's great, but beyond that, they have like nobody. So I'm hoping that by having their pick, I will be in good position to get one of the great 1985 draft picks, which I can show you, I guess, here. I'll just go through position by position. So Terry Porter here, Spud Webb, Michael Adams, We've got Mullen, Dumars, Wilkins. Who has MJ? Well, it was actually the Bulls who drafted him. So Michael Jordan is on the Bulls, which is kind of neat. I guess not really original, but they drafted him. So he's going to see if he can take them to championships in the future. So Shrimp is in this one. Tisdale, Malone, Oakley, Green, Hot Rod Williams, Sam Mitchell. So decent people. I mean, there's Patrick Ewing. So that's what we're hoping for. Either Ewing or potentially Malone, Mullen. A lot of guys I'd be happy with, but obviously getting one of those top guys would be amazing. So my rotation right now is looking like this. We've got Archibald and Stockton splitting minutes right down the middle at point guard. I've got Johnson, Reed, Kellogg, and Herb starting with Archibald. We've got Lister here, so depending on who gets better quicker, I can't really see Williams and Lister being on the team both together long term. They were both 81 draft picks, same age, same experience, so we'll see. We'll see how the overalls get. I mean, Williams had a better career, so see how it goes. We've got Hayes playing a little bit, Butch Carter playing less than he did last year, but he started for a little while before I traded for Johnson. And then we've got these guys ready to go if there's some catastrophic injury. Hopefully not. Hopefully I don't have to spend too much time doing the rotations because of injuries, but if I do, then so be it. Because there was a question about MJ in the chat, I can go through real quick and show what happened. There weren't that many changes. It's more just kind of seeing where people got drafted. I think a lot of the people in these rosters have longer contracts, so there aren't as many free agents coming through. Like the Pistons look pretty much the same. I'll try to see who were the draft picks. So Thorpe was a draft pick to the Rockets. Just go through here kind of quick, because I know I did this at the end of my last video, and I'm ready to start simulating. Sam Bowie's here on the Sonics. The Blazers got Keem Olajuwon, so they're destined to be amazing. They've got 7 people 81 overall or better, and I have, I think, 3. So they're potentially going to be champions. Who else here? I thought the Sixers drafted somebody. Cage was one of their picks, and Alvin Robertson was the other one, because they had a couple high picks. The Bucks here, not looking so great without Marquise Johnson. Still got Moncrief, though. Charles Barkley's on the Bullets, so see how well he does fitting in with that team. And here's Michael Jordan, immediately the best player on the Chicago Bulls. Got the Cavs. Celtics still looking amazing. Clippers, Jeff Turner was their pick. The Hawks got Kevin Willis with the 12th pick. Jazz here got Bill Cartwright, I think, was the top free agent in this past offseason. If not, he was one of the ones at the top. I think Paxson was the top. We've got Perkins on the Kings. And I didn't go through, I guess, and fix numbers. I thought I'd already done that, but like Sam Perkins, it's going to bother me if he's number 2. So let me go ahead and do that. I'll probably just do that as I notice it. Perkins, 14 is taken by somebody. It must be retired. But he was also 41, but I see that's LaSalle Thompson. About 44. Nope, they must have a lot of retired numbers. Okay, let's go with 40. I don't think he was any other numbers. If anybody knows, let me know. I don't have my computer open ready to look at some of these. I guess I got my phone next to me. I can look things up. There's the Kings I already showed. Lakers are still amazing. Here's where I traded Stepanovic and Seastings up to the Mavericks here. where they were probably going to draft John Stockton. I didn't want to chance it and go down to the 5th pick, so I got the 4th. Nets are pretty good. So here's where Jim Paxson ended up. So he left the Blazers, who now have Olajuwon. So if they had kept Paxson, oh my gosh, they would have been just unstoppable. They might still be unstoppable. And I already looked at everybody else. So I think with that said, are we ready to go? I think I'm ready to go. There might be something I'm forgetting, but I hope not. I did some mentors. I did training before I went live. So there are no injuries right now, but we'll see how it goes. Oh, I guess if anybody wants a refresher on what do I want? NBA history. So Magic Johnson was the MVP last year, but if I go over to the champions, it was also Lakers and Magic Johnson as the Finals MVP. So it went to 7 games. 7-game series, Lakers beat the Celtics. So that's pretty cool. All right. I'm going to go a week at a time and then look at some stats as we go here. All right, we're off to a good start. Win by 7 over the Cavs. Marquise Johnson with 30 points. 14 of 19. He shoots amazing on this game. Clark Kellogg with a great double-double to start out the season. John Stockton's first NBA game, for some reason, missed 4 free throws. He's supposed to be a good free throw shooter. But 12.6 assists off the bench, that's a good game. He outperformed Archibald, who had 1 assist as my starting point guard. That's disappointing. Elvin Hayes missed all 4 of his shots. Not great. Let's see how the Cavs did over here. Cliff Robinson had 34 points. All right, let's just do another week here. We get trade offers. So I get a first-round pick from the Suns, who I think are decent, for Butch Carter. And then they're giving me a fake guy. Well, Butch Carter's kind of a key. He's playing 20 minutes, so I'm going to have to keep him for now. I mean, if my season falls apart, I might be looking to trade people away to get draft picks. But right now, we're hoping to be a playoff team. Well, 2 losses in a row aren't good. Here's Mark Eaton and a first for Herb and a second. Well, Eaton is pretty young. Let me just stop and look at it. This is a 27-year-old Eaton versus a 26-year-old Herb. Eaton is a better defender, I'm sure. If I look at grades, he's A- and B+ at rebounding. He's A+ and A-. So he is better, but Herb is a much better offensive player. So far averaging 14 points. For some reason, only 3.7 rebounds. He's got to do better than that. Yeah, I mean, Eaton would get more blocks, although Herb gets quite a few, so I'm going to have to decline this. And hopefully we can win one of these. I just lost by 40 to the Celtics, which is somewhat understandable. There we go, a couple wins. Starting out 3-2, I'll take that. We lost by 2 to the Bulls, so Michael Jordan gets drafted to the Bulls, and they're 4-1 to start his career. He got 30 points. He's averaging 26 points, almost 7 assists, 3 steals, shooting 60%. So he's another one of those slashers that's not going to miss any shots. Seems like the guys that do a lot of layups and dunks shoot a really high percentage on this game, which I guess makes sense, but an 8-man rotation. I guess that holds over from the rotations I did to start the 83-84 season. I don't know. I guess to fix that, I would have to go take control of the Bulls, go into their coaching, switch them to 9, because it's going to be that coach, whoever coaches them is going to be stuck as an 8-man forever, I think is how it works. All right, Kellogg with another double-double. Lister with a double-double. We had 2 guys foul out. Herb Williams fouled out in 16 minutes. That's part of the reason he's averaging so few rebounds, because he had 1 in that game. Kellogg fouled out as well. So Lister played a lot more than he was supposed to. John Stockton with 7 assists but 7 turnovers. Oh boy. Then we get just demolished by the Celtics. 37 from Bird, 31 from McHale, 26 from Parrish. Holy moly. Kellogg, not a double-double this time, but 23 and shooting well. Herb, only with 3 rebounds. Why is my team not getting rebounds? It was 45 to 22 in rebounds. Marquise Johnson didn't do a lot. Reed was awful shooting. Stockton had 9 assists and only shot twice. Alright, then oh my gosh. Remember what I was saying about the Knicks and how awful they should be? That's why I got their pick. Well, I just gave them their first loss. Oh boy. It really didn't look like they should be that good. They have no other guys over 80 besides Bernard. Well, we'll see if things take a turn. We had 4 guys with 20 points. That's pretty cool. Kellogg with 22, 10. Herb finally got some rebounds. Robert Reed got 11 rebounds. He's a pretty strong rebounder, it looks like. He's not shooting very well. Stockton with 8 assists. He's going to be dishing it like crazy, it seems. Alright, and then we beat the Hawks by 22, who are also, oh boy, 42 points. Is that a career high? It is a career high for Clark Kellogg. Can go through here and see. We got McHale shooting lots of free throws on the year. Buck Williams with 17 rebounds. 19 assists for Ricky Green. Rookie Michael Jordan got 6 steals. Alright, well, Clark Kellogg is off to a fantastic start here. We've got Herb with another double-double. Marquise Johnson got 10 assists. It's a little crazy. I feel like Archibald's not really doing much. He's shooting a good percentage, though. I guess that's about what he did in the previous year for the Bucks. Not quite as many assists, but maybe that's because Marquise Johnson's taking them all. Alright, Dominique got 38 against me, but really nobody else did much. Alright, 3-2. I think we just keep on rolling here. Another trade offer. Greg Kite and a fake guy for Lister. I don't know what that nonsense is, but no thank you. Losing to the Sixers is understandable. Why did they think Lister's like I'm giving away for free? It's not happening. Well, 1-2. Losing to the Bullets and the Warriors. The Bullets shouldn't be that good because they were at the top of the draft to get Charles Barkley. I only lost by 1 to the Sixers, who have lost 1 game, so that's a good sign. Moses Malone and Dr. J. Marquise Johnson again. See, like 18 and 10 off the bench. Why are they trading me like garbage to try to get Alton Lister from me? Well, that was a pretty good showing against a really good Sixers team. The Nuggets, evidently they're the team I should have their draft pick. Beat them by 19 and they've won 1 game. Stockton with his first 20-point game. Only had 3 assists, but he is showing that he's going to be ready to take over for Nate at any point here. I mean, especially if my team's not going to be winning, I'll be looking to make some changes. That guy, they've got a fake guy averaging 10 points a game. Bullets. So they've only won 3 games. One of them's against me. Beat me by 3. Jeff Rulin had 23 rebounds. Where's Barkley? Barkley's down here playing. Oh, he fouled out. How's he doing? 14 and 7 in 29 minutes. And he is starting. Cool. They had some good games from people here. Kellogg has been very consistent, it seems. Nate with a pretty good game. Herb getting 5 assists for some reason. Elvin Hayes has been shooting terrible, it seems. The Warriors I didn't think were that good, but they beat me by 21 at home. Doesn't help that the third quarter I lost by 13. But Kellogg is never the problem. 24 and 10. Shooting 58%. He's not very happy, probably because we're not winning games, I would imagine. Marquise Johnson, a little bit of a dip in scoring. He's playing more. He's also passing more. He's a happy guy. Who did the war? Oh, Purvis Short. He's averaging 30 points a game. He scored 43 on me. They also have Joe Barry Carroll. So they've got a good duo, and Sleepy's not bad either. 18 points. Okay, so their top of their team is pretty solid. I'm trying to decide, should I go ahead and extend their rotations to 9 people? I feel like to be fair, maybe I should. Yeah, I mean, nobody goes through a season with 8-man rotations, and now that most teams have a lot of real people. Alright, where do I do that? Team selection is somewhere. Settings, team selection. We will select all. And now go here for each one. Do they have 10 real people? If they have 10 real people, I'll leave it at 10. Yep. I guess I could look at that before I go. They have 10 real people as well, it looks like. Most teams would have had 10-man rotations. They also have a lot of real people. We'll just make this a little more realistic. They've got 10. I guess I'm not looking to see injuries. There should be some injuries happening. Celtics are already 10. Clippers only have 9, so that's fine. Well, they also have 2 injured people. I'll just leave it. Get a few teams in there with 9 and some with 10. It'll be wonderful. Hello, Paula. We've got 10 here. The Jet, but they're not starting Mark. That's why they're trying to trade Mark Eaton, because they signed Cartwright and Lanier. I forgot about that. Alright, they only have 8 real people, but 2 of them are down here, so I'm going to leave that at 9. That can be 10, it looks like. Or maybe if they're at 8, I'll just go up 1. The Knicks are already at 10. The Lakers are probably fine at 9. Mavericks, 9. Nets are 10. This was a team that was at 8, I think. Whoops. Get everybody at least a 9. That's my team. Pistons should be at 9. Rockets are already at 10. Spurs are at 9. Suns are at 9. Nobody should probably be at 11. Let's go back to 10 for the Sonics. Blazers 10. Warriors are one of the 8s that just made me do this. Alright, now I go back and uncheck everybody but the Pacers. Alright, that way not only does it fix it for this season, but those coaches, if they change teams in the future, they won't be stuck at 8-man rotations. Alright, so now back to this. With a 4 and 5 team, I'm not quite ready to say we need to make changes yet. Let's get through at least November here and see what happens. A lot of away games. Well, that looks good. I just beat the Lakers, the Blazers, the Jazz, and somebody else. Unfortunately, Herb Williams is hurt, but it's not a long-term injury, but he is unable to play. So that is a position I'm ready with Alton Lister to start. I think Fernston, he can play center, so he jumps in the rotation. Alright, so this shouldn't take too long. Lister can play a little bit more than that, probably. We've got a lot of lineups here from other stuff. Alright, whoops. We need Lister starting, and that can be Fernston. Alrighty. So, what can we do here? Reed could play a couple more minutes if I wanted that to happen. Because Fernston's not going to be playing 27. I'm not sure Lister's going to be playing 34 either. So let's change that in a few places. 32 might be good. Something like that. Which means I need a power forward here. And Butch Carter could play some more too. He played lots more minutes last season. Alright, let's give... It can't be Carter. That has to be power forward, right? Because I just gave Fernston a center. Well, it could be Kellogg, but that doesn't help. Let's give Elvin another one. Alright, so Hayes gained a minute. Fernston still has way too many. So let's go here. We're going to change this up a bit. It's probably too many minutes for Reed. Let's give Hayes another one. 38 probably shouldn't be playing that long of a stretch, but this Herb Williams injury is very short term. So let's give Reed these. I really don't want Fernston playing that much, so whoops. I'd rather Reed be playing. I could also give Johnson a few more. And Carter. Could do that. Could also do that here. Let's do that. I trust Carter more than Elvin Hayes playing more minutes. I'm pretty sure Hayes has not been doing very well either, so that's part of it. Where could Johnson take one from Reed? He could do it. Well, that probably makes sense. I don't think Carter would be a small forward over Johnson. Fix that. Alright, so Johnson gained one. Let's go ahead and try that. Fernston just got a lot of minutes. It's kind of painful to see. He's also playing a lot in the second half. Let's just do one more there. Something like that. Save this as, I guess, no Herb, in case he gets hurt again. Alright, so we've got Nevitt ready in case there's another injury. Yeah, Elvin Hayes shooting 37%, so I'm going to be fine with him losing a minute. We're going to see how Fernston does. He was solid in his limited time with the Knicks last season. I guess I could have tried to give Kellogg another minute. He was doing amazing. Is there anywhere that could happen? Yep. How about right here? Take some from Fernston. Could do another one there. No. Okay. Save that again. My favorite is these like day-to-day injuries where people can't play. Because then as soon as you get the rotation ready and then you simulate another day, you just reset it back to what it was. All right, so 4 straight wins. Beat the Lakers by 9. They're 9-2 and the defending champions, so that's a big deal. Fourth quarter, actually the whole second half, we did great. We won it in the fourth, though. So Magic Johnson, only 13-10. That's pretty low for, I imagine. He's averaging 14 and 13. Not scoring as much as he did last year. Herb Williams, who just got hurt, 28 and 7. I feel like I might have to take Marquise Johnson's dishing tendency down. I don't know that 6.4. Actually, while I'm saying that, I'm going to have to look that up. Because he's going to be taking assists from Tiny Archibald and Stockton when he shouldn't be. So I think I've played enough games to be able to look at and see if that's realistic or not. 84-85, Johnson averaged 3.6 assists per 36. And right now, whoops, I went too far. 6.5. That's way too many. So I'm going to take that down and see what that does. Maybe he'll score more now, too. He's a guy that needs to be focused on scoring. So let's go over here to Johnson's dish. Over here. Take that down to like 50 and see what that does. It's closer to what Kellogg did, or is doing, so that seems realistic. Alright, let's look at these now. Beat the Sonics, who are a pretty decent team, by 16. Rookie Sam Bowie's averaging 8 and 9. Wow. Is he starting? He's not starting. Because they have Jack Sigma. I guess they shouldn't be starting, or he shouldn't be starting. Jack Sigma was like an all-NBA player, I'm pretty sure, last season. Alright. Johnson. Okay, so these are still games I did before the fix I just made. Every once in a while I'll be looking at my players to see if any adjustments would help. Somehow, this makes no sense. The Blazers, who I just said are probably championship bound, are 3-8. They have 83 overall Drexler, who's not really scoring all that much more. 82 overall Thompson. 87 overall, the third pick, Olajuwon, averaging 20 and 10, almost 3 blocks. That's awesome. He's not shooting amazing. Carr's 82, Lever's 83, Nat's 84. Who's the other guy they have is 80? Valentine's 80. Somehow, some way, they're, 3-8? Is that what I said? Wow. All right, Johnson, 37. Maybe I don't need him to score more. Wow, 37 points. I'm going to have to compare Stockton and Archibald here pretty soon. See if some minutes should be switched. So those are all winning teams. Well, I will count the Blazers as a winning team because they should be. All winning teams that I beat. It's like Mark Eaton doesn't even get to play. They have too many centers. Kellogg with a 2020 game. He's averaging 23 and 11. Beautiful. Alright, well, no reason to stop there. We got only 2 games, 2 home games. And those were away. That was away, 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 and away. So 4 away games against good teams, and I won them all by at least 9. So 2 home games. Let's see if we can keep it going. Herb Williams is back. So he didn't miss a game. See, that's what I mean. Like, I just spent time doing that rotation, and it doesn't matter. But it's ready to go if he gets hurt again. So it's this one. I kind of wanted to see if Bernston did well, because he might need to play over Elvin Hayes. Didn't seem like Elvin was doing so great. Let's see, comparison of Stockton. So 24.7 minutes. He's shooting amazing. 10 points, 7 assists, a steal, couple turnovers. All right. Compared to Tiny, a little less time, but 7 points, 5 assists. So I think Stockton just earned another minute from him. Let's go ahead and do that. So Archibald's playing 7 in the 4th. Where do we want it to happen? We could take him out earlier in the 1st. Let's do that. So save that as my new normal lineup here. All right. Now go through this week. Lost to both of them. And now Lister's hurt. He's down 4, so he's probably not going to be playing. So now Fernston gets another attempt. Probably won't save this rotation. Should be easy enough, I hope. Might look at ways to get Carter and Kellogg minutes again. Oh no, not Chuck Nevitt. Not Chuck Nevitt. He's not playing. I don't trust that Hayes can play that much. So we've got to give Kellogg, and then what else did I do? Reed played another one there. Can I do that? And then find a way for Carter to get a rest, potentially. It would have to be here. Because that's 12 minutes straight he's playing. That's too many. Oh, let's do that. That. And give him another one there. So we got Johnson another minute. Like that. We can give Kellogg some more time. That should be him. Like that. Give Johnson another one. I kind of want to end up taking minutes away from Hayes. He's not doing so much with them. Let's give Carter another one here. All right, how's that looking? Fernston has 19. We've got 25 for Butch. Reed gained some. We gave Johnson another one. All right, I'm not saving that. Hopefully won't need it. Not very happy that I lost both of those. The Clippers are okay. I lost by 8. Johnson still got 7 assists, so I took his dish down, and he's still getting the assists. So we'll see if that continues. I changed the minutes, and Stockton didn't play as many. Looks like Archibald was doing well anyway, so that's okay. Terry Cummings doing amazing, pretty much. Alright, they lost by 9 to the Nets. So 2 losing teams I lost to. Clark Kellogg played 44 minutes. I guess that's because Lister, well, he got hurt, but he also fouled out in 9 minutes, which is ridiculous. Herb fouled out in 18 minutes. So that's why Kellogg's playing so much. I'm pretty sure Fernston would have played it in that situation, but whatever. There, Stockton played. Well, they both played extra minutes. Don't really want them on the court at the same time, but I guess they did. Alright, so that's the end of a whole month. Let's look to see if anything happened. There has been a trade. So the Clippers signed Elston Turner, and the Rockets traded Caldwell Jones and a second for Tree Rollins. So Tree Rollins goes from the Hawks to the Rockets. Kind of neat. The biggest injury, Otis Birdsong has a spinal injury. Keep him out for half a year. Chuck is recovering from a bruised shoulder. Iceman has a broken nose. The Players of the Week, Special K did get one. I don't know that I had a Player of the Week last season. So, neat. The other guys on this list are pretty cool. Bird and Johnson, Jordan and Olajuwon. We'll probably be seeing a lot of that, I imagine. Alright, so it's a game of, or a season of streaks, really. Like, lose a couple, win a few, lose a couple, win a lot, lose a couple. So hopefully we get back to winning here. Nope, we lost to the Nets again. And now Lister's back. Oh boy. Problem in the server. Okay. Well, we should need it. Well, did Ferguson get to play a game? I guess so. He didn't do amazing. He had 8 rebounds, but 1 of 4 shooting. Hayes' percentage went up a little bit. I love that he has a battery symbol, like he's winded after 13 minutes a game. I'm guessing his stamina are really bad. 76, that's not awful, but he is 39 now. He was 38. He must have just had his birthday. Anything I need to change? Williams looks good. Just a couple more rebounds would be nice. Kellogg's been amazing. Reed is okay. I mean, for this team, he's doing what I expected. Johnson's been great. We already looked at Archibald and Stockton. Butch Carter, pretty dependable. Just losing some games, I guess. Let's get through this week. We beat the Jazz again. Olberding for Carter, no thanks. And we beat the Bullets. Okay, so it's just been kind of random with the wins and losses. We lost by 27 to the 7 and 11 Nets, who don't have Otis Birdsong because of his spinal injury. So Buck Williams is leading the charge here with Dr. Dunk. Turpin was their draft pick, 13th, averaging 13 and 5. Wow, he's scoring a lot. What happened here? Why is Johnson playing 42? Kellogg fouled out in 23 minutes. Reed fouled out in 19 minutes. Not very good time management or substitutions if we're letting starters foul out in 19 minutes. I would use the substitution rules, but they don't seem to work. I don't know if anybody's had any luck with them. I don't know if they work when you watch the games, but when I simulate and I have the substitution rules, so like, you know, any player gets 2 fouls in the first or 3 fouls in the second or whatever, doesn't seem like that works. Or even if you're up by 20 in the fourth, sub in your bench lineup. Nope, never seen that actually happen. Not sure why they added it to the game, unless it's for watching them, I guess. Herb with 22 and 8. Stockton with 8 and 8. Robert Reed had 9 assists. Jazz, not much scoring from a team that has really good scores. Dantley at 24. Drew at 18. Bailey 11. Green 13. Griffith 25. So I have two guys scoring 24 points a game. Kept them in check. All right, the Bullets are 8 and 9 now. Beat them by 12. They don't have, or they shouldn't have Barkley, it seems, because he was on the injured list. Yep. So he's not here. We didn't allow Rulin to get however many rebounds he had, 23 or whatever it was in the last game. All right, keep going, I guess. That was a winning week. We did go 2-1. Robert Reed has a calf cramp. I would hope that doesn't last more than a day. I imagine that hurts. Oh, it hurts a lot of things. I'm going to try to go the next day and see. Is he still... He's still down. Oh yeah, he's like not playable if this is actually going to happen, but I'm thinking if I click the next game, if I click play game. Hey, he's back. Okay. So, no injuries right now. We lost by 4 to the 9 and 13 Mavericks. Elvin Hayes had a nice game there in his 13 minutes, 6 and 6. Johnson fouled out. Seems like I always have somebody foul out. They've got Derek Harper down here. Still not playing that much. 20 minutes. 77. I guess I didn't help by giving them Seasting. How's he doing now? He's playing less than he did with me, probably because they have Derek Harper. And where's Stepanovic? He's also playing less. Is he starting for them? He started half the games. Who else do they have? He's a center. Is he starting as well? Seems like they're splitting 36-year-old. I'm not sure why they wouldn't start the younger guy, but whatever. They do what they want. Beat the Bucks by 25. So I think I have the best of my pick and their pick. So it'd be nice if they were worse. I didn't think they'd be that good because I took Johnson from them, but they still have Moncrief and Bridgman. Kellogg with another good game. Elvin Hayes, not so much. Then we beat the Knicks. So now they're 8 and 13. They started out 4 and 1 and have gone 4 and 12 since then. That's more like what I expected based on their roster. I have to look at the mock draft here in a little bit. All right, so now how's the point guard battle going? 9 and 7. I guess look at per 36 to see on an even playing field. So 13 and 10 and a steal and a half, shooting amazing still. 11 and 7, a steal, shooting pretty well. So Stockton, he is still happy, so it's not like he cares that he's not playing a whole bunch. He's 36 years old, so I think maybe another minute for Stockton. He is now 3 better than him. I don't remember what they started. I thought he was a 77 to start, maybe 78? And I'm pretty sure that's what he was, so... Hayes is still doing an okay job. He'll stay in the rotation for now. The Knicks, I held Bernard King in check. Alright, let's do one more minute in Stockton's favor. I don't know at what point I will just put him in the starting lineup. I haven't decided that yet, but let's put it there. Save again. He's almost my sixth man. I feel like I'm winning pretty well. Let's see, standing wise. I'm in fifth. The Bulls, Michael Jordan's rookie team, or rookie year, 13-9 so far. Celtics are not doing as well as they did last year. What was I going to look at? I was going to see what pick I had. So I got the Knicks, yeah, swap best. So it's whatever's better between my pick and the Bucks, and right now I'm barely better than the Bucks, I think. The next season, I have the Bulls, who are evidently good now, that they have rookie Michael Jordan, and then the Spurs top three. So I doubt they'll be bad enough to be in the top three, so I'll get that. And the Bulls probably won't be that bad either. So I'll probably get both of those in 86. I need to start looking for some future picks here for 87. I don't have an 88. I think I traded that maybe in the Marquise Johnson trade. I don't remember which one. All right, let's get closer to Christmas here. Alton Lister's hurt again, this time a little longer and can't play. So back to Fernston. Goodbye, Lister's minutes. And we get to do the fun little game here of taking away Fernston so he doesn't have 27 minutes. Alright, so those went to him. And then we could do one there. Something like that. Shooting guard. And then I gave him a break here. Let's do that. And then something similar here. Now I feel like maybe I should save this because it's happened twice already. Alright, Carter's minutes are really weird here. Let's do that. I don't like a 2-minute break. Can he have another there? Sure. What else can we do here? We could let Reed play these, but then he's got to lose some somewhere. Those three. Oh, how many minutes? That's 12 minutes in a row with a quarter in the middle. Let's try it, I guess. I would rather Carter be the last one here instead of Fernston. Let's try that, and then we'll give him those back. Give Johnson another. So now Reed has quite a few minutes, so let's give. I feel like Johnson could play more than Reed is. Let's let him play the whole first. See how that goes. See how Fernston plays now. So this is... I'm going to save it since he's gotten hurt again. No Lister. Alright, so Stockton and Carter. Carter's playing pretty much what he did last season, right? Yeah, exactly what he played last season. He started 37 games before I got Johnson on the team. I'm going to need you to step up, dude. Although Lister wasn't a scorer, was he? He was doing really well, though. That's probably going to be felt on my team. Lost to the Knicks, that's not good. 2-2. Beat the Pistons by 23. They're 11-11. Isaiah slowly becoming the superstar he was. Alright, what happened here? We got Reed and Archibald both fouling out. Tiny somehow got 13 assists without scoring. He shot once. Stockton, 1 of 4. Might need to look at team stats too to see if I need to change any of my, I forget the coaching settings, whatever they're called. Rebounding preference and things like that. I really don't want to be losing to the Knicks. Have their pick. They need to lose all their games. Stockton with 14 assists. Just imagine if I was actually playing him like 33 minutes or so. His assist average is going to be crazy. I feel like Reed's getting a lot of assists. Well, it's definitely more than what he did. So I'm going to go look at that now. Same with Johnson. Hopefully his has settled down a little bit. Yeah, it's gone down like an assist and a half. Let's look at Robert Reed. Robert Reed, an 84-85. Averaged 3.5 per 36. And he's at, why do I keep going up? 6.3. That's way too many. I went past it. So what's he been since I changed it? 3.5. So maybe 50 is about a 3.5. No, I feel like that's still too many because he's averaging like double that. Let's try 45. Alright. Lost to the Kings, who are not very good. Lost by 10. Clark Kellogg's really good. Hopefully he can be an all-star. It hasn't popped up my scouting. I need to make sure that's not on automatic. Dr. J, averaging 22, 6, and 5. How old is he? 34 now. Moses is 29. Stockton with 19 and 8. He shot 16 free throws. Don't know what he's doing to get to the line, but I guess if he's going to make them, that's good. Alright, let me make sure my scouting is not... Is that this? Team automation, team prospect scouting, off. No, that says on. Well, that's stupid. I think I turned it off for all of them in the first season. Well, let's go look to see who we've been scouting. Looks like... Well, they're all real people, it looks like. That's good. Well, hopefully I have enough scouting to scout all the real people. Okay, mock draft wise. Says the Mavericks, who have the Nuggets pick, might get Patrick Ewing. The Spurs evidently are bad, potentially getting Karl Malone. Suns, Joe Dumars. Mavericks have the Nets and the Nuggets. They're about to change their entire team. There I am with the Knicks pick. Wayman Tisdale. Probably not who I would draft, although I am the Pacers, and that is who they drafted. But I'm not looking to be real. That's why I got John Stockton instead of Terrence Stansbury. Manute Bowles down here. So that's the Bucks pick. So whatever's better. So right now it's 14th. Spud Webb. He could be my new backup point guard. Is it the same? So Ewing, Malone, Dumars, Mullen. Ewing, Malone, Mullen, Tisdale. Dumars dropped. Shrimp dropped to me. That one has Mullen in front of Malone. Alright, the other thing I was going to look at is team stats. To see, I'm 6th in the league in scoring. I'm top 10 in points allowed. Good. 7th in point differential. I'm shooting the 7th most. I'm shooting the 6th best. I'm not shooting very many threes, but shooting a decent percentage. I'm in the top 10 in free throws attempted. My percentage is almost at the bottom. Offensive rebound percentage, I'm in the bottom half of the league. Defensive rebound percentage, I'm 6th, which puts me in the middle in rebounds overall. I was going to say I should be one of the top teams in assists because everybody seems to get them. Steals, I'm 2nd. Blocks, I'm 8th. Turnovers, 2nd best. Fouls, 4th best. Points off turnovers. I'm in the top in a lot of these, not second chance points. Points in the paint, I'm also in the middle. Bench points, not the greatest. So offensive rebounds were the thing I was not so great at. But I wonder if that's what's helping my defense be good. It's already some crash. I don't think I want to crash offensive glass, because then I'll have fewer people back to defend. So I think I'm going to leave all this as is and keep on simulating. We got a trade offer again for Herb Williams. Everybody wants Herb. The Warriors' first pick for the next season and Lester Connor. No, thank you. Lester is back. Did he again not miss any time? Or did I just not check, for instance, that? So he played one more game, or 2 more games? Okay, he did play. Played a couple games. Didn't shoot a shot. Okay. Got some rebounds, couple assists, some steals. Not enough to take Elvin's minutes, though, I will say. Back to the normal rotation. Hopefully Lister won't get hurt. Wait, he's down 2. Why is he... Oh, no. He's heated. Why is he heated? Because he's not starting? That's not good. I really wish it told me why he's upset. His morale is down. He still has a contract. Well, that's going to make me consider trading him. I mean, I keep getting trade offers for him. Wasn't really planning on trading him, but he's not going to start. Herb's mad too. Why are you mad, dude? You're playing plenty. You're starting. We're winning most games. I don't understand. Okay, here we go. 1-1. Beat the Pistons by 4, so beat them again. Herb and his angry self fouled out with 5 points. Lister didn't do much in his return. Well, 9 rebounds is good. Then we lost by 17 to the Bucks, who are now better than me. So my pick, I would keep my pick in this case, if this is how it turns out. Keep going, I guess. Now we get to scout. Now we get to scout. Well, I'm going to scout. Let's just go by position here. Make sure we get at least top couple guys of each. We'll go with Tisdale. Manute Bowl. Be good to have. Hot Rod and Green. Seems like with that many scouts, or that many spots, I'll be able to scout everybody easily. So Herb, this is James Edwards for Herb. Now Hayes is hurt. That should be easy enough because it'll just be straight for Fernston. Now is going to be his chance to take Hayes' minutes more permanently. 13-13, good. We could, let's do one here for Kellogg and another for, I just realized I have this wrong. I have to fix that in my main lineup. Carter should not be the shooting or the small forward when Johnson's in. He's like 6'5" versus 6'7". Alright, no need to save that, I don't think. We gave a minute to Carter. Beat the Bullets and the Suns. Alright, so lost by 9 to the Cavs, who are about the same record as me-ish. We got Spencer Haywood, who's going to retire, hopefully. Maybe not. He should be retired already, I think. Kellogg with 30 in a loss. We haven't really had much consistency in the form of wins and losses, which is okay. Bullets are not doing so well. What's Barkley at now? 13.5, almost 9 rebounds, 2 blocks, a steal. Charles Barkley is off to a good start in his career. Didn't shoot any threes that game. I haven't really paid much attention to the threes because there aren't usually that many to be seen. 0 for 2. 3 guys with 20 is good stuff. Herb with probably his best game of the season so far. Unfortunately, he still has a frowny face. I have goals that I don't know I can accomplish here. Well, I don't know what more you want, dude. You're scoring more. I guess you're not playing as much as you did last year, but 32 minutes seems like it should be enough. Walter Davis. So James Edwards, who they offered me. So he's 3 years older than Herb. Same overall. Similar stats, it looks like. Herb gets more blocks. Alright, we've gone another month. Let's see if anything happened here. Another trade. So Jerome Kersey, who's a rookie, traded by the Jazz for Billy Knight in a second rounder. Tony Brown, who's a rookie. No, he just hadn't played, evidently. On the Warriors. Tore his Achilles. Oh, the Warriors have the two worst injuries. Award races. Special K is in the MVP race. That is beautiful to see. Magic, Bird, Dominique, and Moses. Pretty cool 4 people to be with. Rookie of the Year. No surprise here. I was hoping Stockton might be there instead of Bowie, but we got Big Smooth Sam Perkins. Michael Jordan averaging 26 points, shooting 61%. I don't get it, guys. Why they have to shoot so good? Spencer Haywood, 6th man. I think John Drew got it last year. Makes sense because he averaged 19 points. Defensive player. I think LaSalle won it last year. No, he was most improved and second team all defense. Who the heck got... That says 83. Who was 84 defensive player of the year? I'd have to go look, I guess. James Worthy. Why is he in most improved? Oh, because he's averaging 7 more points than he did last year. Kind of forgot that's only his 3rd year. Drexler makes sense to be in there. Dell Ellis. So all these guys in their 2nd or 3rd year. Now I gotta go see who was the defensive player of the year. Oh, Joe Barry Carroll. Okay. And then I was gonna look at this. Some more cool names here. Dominique and Aguirre get Player of the Month. And Jordan and Perkins gets it over Olajuwon. Wow. All-Star voting. In the West, we got Magic Johnson whooping on everybody. Jim Paxson, how's he doing for the Nuggets? I thought he would score just lots more because they don't have a very good team. Well, they have a lot of fake people, I think, which I equate to not a very good team. So Kareem and Magic leading the West. I don't see any rookies. In the East, I definitely see a rookie named Michael Jordan, 4th, right behind Marquise Johnson, who was an All-Star. Right as I traded for him, he made the All-Star team. So I did technically have an All-Star. Mo Cheeks is in here with 9.7 assists. That doesn't seem like enough, but I'm guessing the Sixers are good, so that's why. Kellogg's 5th. That'd be really cool to have 2 All-Stars. If I can continue winning some games, that will probably happen. So was Olajuwon not even in this? He sure isn't. There's some good people here, though, so. Alright. I'm hoping to probably get to the All-Star break and then stop here and look forward to a part 2 probably later this weekend. Well, 3 losses out of 4 games is not great. Lost to the Bucks again. Did not think they'd be this good, but did I lose? Oh no, at least I beat the Knicks. Once I stop with the live feed, I might go do some tweaks to the rotation. I'm not sure. We'll see. Looks like there's another trade down there. Jeff Cook for Paul McKeskey. Junior Bridgman scored 37 points on me. I assume he's starting now. Yes. Alright, we beat the Knicks barely. They're 12 and 21. If they could keep losing, that would be wonderful. Maybe at the All-Star break, is that when I make the switch? Tiny for Stockton starting lineup? Might be a good time. I'll have to look at his better defense, too. It says perimeter A, where's our B plus. His perimeter D is a 71. Stockton is an 83. Wow. 79 quickness. 73. Consistency 66. 72. So Stockton is definitely the better defender already as a rookie. Seems like maybe now would be a good time for that change. 3 losses in a week. Maybe we do it before the All-Star break and see how it goes. Dominique scored 45 on me. Oh boy. Stockton with 10 assists there. I feel like Archibald scored over 10 points like twice. Maybe I'm wrong, but he never really has a game that really stands out. The Bulls keep on winning with MJ. Kellogg with only 10 points because he fouled out again. How's Fernston doing? Not shooting well at all in these games. He's getting a chance. Dave Corzine scored 24 points. It's a season high. I'm not sure why he's dominating Herb Williams and Alton Lister like that, but okay. Alright, I'm doing it. John Stockton is becoming a starter. We're still going to let, I think, Tiny finish the game because of his experience. We're going to get Stockton back to 26 minutes. Let's do... Well... I don't know if that's what I want. Probably not. Can he do like 3 in the middle? Yeah. And then do another one here. Alright, so that becomes my new rotation here. John Stockton getting his first start of his career against the Bucks yet again. Is this already like my 4th time playing them? I lost by 7 here, lost by 17 here, won by 25 there. This is my 4th time. So can I beat them, please? Turpin for Carter. Turpin is a rookie. The only way he'd make sense for my team is if I do trade Lister or Herb, whichever. But right now I'm not looking to do that. I did beat the Bucks. Yay! Alright, let's keep scouting some guys here. Let's go by position again. That seemed easier. We already got Porter. Let's get Webb and Adams. We got Dumars going. Let's go with Gerald Wilkins. We already got Detlef. Let's get Corbin. Malone's ready to go. Sam Mitchell. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to be able to get everybody no problem, so I guess it doesn't really matter what order they go in. Lister for a second and a fake. Again, I don't understand why they think I'll just throw him away. Lost to the Sixers. Clark Kellogg's hurt. That's not good. That hurts his chances of being an all-star. He's down 6, so probably not playing. Oh no, definitely not playing. I guess, do I start Lister? Go with some Twin Towers here? Hayes is still hurt. I could start Lister and then Nevitt plays, I guess. Sure. Maybe it'll make him happy, at least for a while. Hurts me to put a fake guy up there. But there he goes. Alright. Well, this should be interesting. So now this goes here. That goes to him. And then we get Fernston here. This is probably going to be... Well, Lister's definitely not playing small forward, I promise you that. Oh boy, this is going to be long stretches for some of these guys. Power forward, no, small forward. Something like that. Alright, well, Butch Carter's playing just lots and lots of minutes. Nevitt can't play power forward. Hello, Brian. We've got, I guess, just take him away from Nevitt for now. Then that has to be, I did something like that before, and then I don't know that it would help. I don't really have another shooting guard that can play. Reed and Johnson can both play it. Okay, read your post. I don't remember if I did. Oh, you're the one. Yeah, on my old videos, yeah. The 2K21 videos that I did the 92, 93. Yeah, the reimagined lineups. I did see. I was trying to figure out your logic in some of them. Like, I guess some of the guys you were drafting to different teams, but a lot of the players, I think, were from those teams at the time. Read a couple more minutes here. I guess Joe Bryant could play. That's one thought. That would give Carter some breaks here. Try that. Then I go into a 10-man rotation, I guess. Because Lister cannot play power forward. I know that much. Or small forward, I guess. Okay, so Lister's at 30. That seems okay. Fernston's playing wherever he's not. I feel like I'm probably giving Herb another minute somewhere. Probably here. And then we gotta give Bryant some minutes again. Somewhere. Probably here. No. Oh boy, he's playing in the 4th. Alright, Jelly Bean, hope you can do it here. Trying to balance the teams. Well, that does make for some more competition, I suppose. Alright, so I'm not liking this lineup with Clark Kellogg out. Not liking it. Reed's playing some shooting guard, that's fine. I feel like Johnson would probably get another minute somewhere. Oh boy. Okay, well, let's just try it, I guess. Save. No. Clark. Save. I think it'd be cool. I mean, talking about the Bulls and Rockets, like seeing MJ play out, like those couple years where he went to play baseball, seeing Jordan's Bulls against Olajuwon's Rockets. I want to know who would have, if the Bulls still would have dominated through that. Because the Rockets won theirs when Jordan was not playing. Okay, well, let's, I guess, go with that. I'm going to get annihilated by the Celtics, looks like twice here. I've not been doing well against the Hawks. I've lost twice to the Nets. This could be a bad stretch. No, thank you. Oh my gosh, I beat the Celtics. This game makes no sense sometimes. Unless they have a terrible injury, I don't know why I'm beating them without my best player. All right, beat the Bucks by 25. They're still better than me. Lister fouled out here. He had a good game, though. Kellogg also fouled out. Held Bridgman. Why is he only... He must have got hurt there. So that's part of why I won. Because he should be playing only 11 minutes. Is he still hurt? It looks like it. Oh, he tore his right meniscus. That'll do it. Not playing through that. Then I lost by 23. The Sixers are good, so somewhat understandable. Stockton didn't miss a shot, which is nice. Reimagine Bucks or Sixers. Yeah, I mean, you'd make a few changes in any team and things could be a lot different, that's for sure. It's kind of what we're seeing. I mean, there weren't any major changes here in this 84 season, but a few. I mean, you think about Paxson jumping from the Blazers, Olajuwon getting drafted by the Blazers, like all these things that could have happened make a huge difference in the outcome of the season. So let's see how the heck I beat the Celtics. Marquise Johnson had 31. John Stockton had a great game. So that's his third start, I believe, of his career. Herb Williams, nice. Butch Carter, not so much. Reed, not so much. So it looks like I just played really good defense. They had all of their firepower, it looks like. I don't see anybody missing. So they shot 100 times. I shot 73. I guess they had the ball a lot. Well, no, I had the ball a lot more. I just held on to it, I guess. They had 26 offensive rebounds. That'll do. That'll help them get more shots. Jeez. All right. Trade deadline is coming up. They keep offering people for Herb or Lister. I don't want Greenwood and Bukowski. A loss and a win. All right, lost by 18 to the Cavs, who are a little bit better than me. Johnson with 37. So with Kellogg on the injury list, Marquise Johnson, he's still not averaging much more. I mean, he's barely averaging as much as he did last season in 2 more minutes per game. but he seems to be stepping it up with Kellogg hurt. Fernston gets rebounds, but he's not shooting very well. 30%. Then I beat the Hawks by 2, who are a 500 team. So 35 again for Johnson. Stockton with another solid outing. We had 3 guys foul out in this one. Carter off the bench in 18 minutes. Williams and Reed. Johnson almost fouled out. Joe Bryant in his few games here. Dominique with 32. I feel like I need to stop and do at least a look-see to see what the trade offers are. Bucks, Cage, McDaniel, Norman, Newman, Douglas. I don't know. McDaniel could score. That team seems to be lacking some scoring, in that lineup at least. So Winters got traded, so the Knicks hopefully got worse there. Winters, I think, is better than Wedman. Peterson, Kite, probably not much different. Cook for McKeskey. So I really hope the Knicks got worse, because that would help me. Another guy out for season. Unfortunately, the Nuggets, I think, only had 7 or 8 real people to begin with, and now they lost one of them. They're having a tough time. John Paxson has broke his leg. Clark Kellogg's not here anymore. Worthy and Thomas snuck in. MVP, Rookie of the Year. Turpin's in there now instead of somebody. I don't remember who else was there. Bowie, I think. 6th man. Byron Scott's in there. Defensive player Ralph Sampson is following up his Rookie of the Year campaign with an even better one. Olajuwon as a rookie is 3rd in Defensive Player of the Year voting. Or, not voting, but the standings, I guess. We've got lots of good people here in the Most Improved. Fat Lever's getting to play a lot more with Paxson out of the way. Ralph Sampson got Player of the Week. That's not changed yet. This probably has gone down for Kellogg, I'd imagine. If I get over to the East. So Johnson's still 3rd. I think he's going to make it. He's going to make it as an All-Star again. Kellogg, probably not now, unfortunately, since he's hurt and missing games. That stinks. Alright, how's the mock draft looking now? The Spurs have the number 1 pick now, so Ewing, potentially. Mavericks are 2nd and 4th now instead of 1st and 4th. My next pick is still 6th. And my other pick, it would be this one, I think, yeah, because the Bucks are better than me right now. So technically, it's the other way around. This is mine, because I have the best of the two. Still, Ewing, Malone, Mullen, Ewing, Malone, Mullen, Ewing, Malone, Mullen. They seem to be set. Alright, well maybe it is time to see what Alton Lister will get me, since he's so angry that he's down 3. I don't understand. I don't understand. Is there anybody else I could trade the fake? No, I can't trade the fake guy. Franklin Edwards is also mad, I guess, because he's not playing. I could throw him in. Let's just see what Lister gets me first. Michael Cage. Speaking of Michael Cage, as a rookie, will probably be about as good as Lister, but he's making twice as much. Brewer, no thank you. Mahorn, same age, but again, making twice as much. Higgins, Hubbard, rookie Stansbury, Craig Hodges. There's Mark Eaton and Edwards, who I was planning on potentially getting rid of. Charles Jones, Grunfeld, Coulter. Nobody's offering, like, there we go, first round pick. 89 and a fake guy. 88 is the one I'm missing. I'd like a pick and somebody. Pistons top 10. Billy McKinney, Ray Williams. Sunfold is 77. Wow. Piotrowski. Alright, that wasn't very good. What if I give Angry Edwards? Clint Richardson. Maybe they'll give me different people. Lonnie Shelton is pretty good. That's the guy. No, that's the other George Johnson. There's one George Johnson that started on my team. Caldwell Jones, who just got traded to the Hawks. They're just trying to pass him around. Mark Eaton. He would be better defender. He's 2 years older, making less. Can I have, like, Eaton? But he'll probably be mad, too. Well, he's okay playing 20 minutes a game, not starting. That's better than what Lister is looking like. Huh, Stepanovic coming back. No, thank you. There's a first and Curitin. The Pistons will probably be really good by then because Isaiah will be like 98 overall or something crazy. Blazers are good. I don't know. First round picks are really only worth it if they're for a team that might be bad by then. And I don't feel like the Pistons will be one of those. I guess I don't necessarily need Tiny. Will he do better? It's the same people. Pretty much. Well, Greenwood's new. Spencer Haywood. Danny Ainge would not necessarily fit. I mean, if I trade Lister and not get a big guy back, then for instance, like permanently in my rotation. Eaton and Billy Knight, who they just traded for. Larry Drew is 81 overall. But not a position I need. Hanson. The Mavericks, they're decent, right? I think those two picks that they have aren't their own. The second and fourth. Ugh. Artis Gilmore. Yeah, unfortunately he has 4 years left, and he's 35 years old. Who the heck signed him to that contract? I don't imagine he started with that. I guess it's possible that he did. Wow. Well, I don't want it. Oh boy. It's looking like I'm just sticking with this team. Unless there's a pick I want to trade. I mean, second rounders probably aren't going to get... Oh! First, but the Sixers are good. Does this do anything? Mark Eaton again. I just feel like Lister, 26 might still go up. I could always trade him in the off season too. Unless this is going to improve my team now. Because I appear to be a playoff team. I hope. If I didn't just jinx it. Alright, looks like I'm sticking with it. I made the big deadline deal last year. It's not happening this year. Is there anything just Archibald gets me? There's a first. Again. Mark Eaton just all over this thing. Alright, here we go. Maybe we can beat the Nets finally. Once and for all. Would you like to stop? No, I do not want to stop. I lost to the Nets again. I cannot beat them. And now I have another injury. Robert Reed. Can he play? He still looks okay. Let me go click play game here. Well, Hayes is back, but Reed isn't. Oh, Fernston, you're not going to be playing anymore, buddy. Sorry about you. Is he any better? That looks the same. I think he can still play. It says he should be on reserve, but we'll just let him play less. How about that? And oh man, I did save it. I need to load the no Clark lineup. And then switch Fernston for Hayes. And then we want Reed to play not quite as much. It seemed like Mr. Jellybean Bryant had earned some minutes here. So let's give Reed some minutes off. And then Lister's got to play more because Elvin Hayes cannot play that much. And then I guess Fernston's playing center instead of Nevitt. Probably makes more sense, which means he can also play here. And probably well, Hayes is actually doing better than him, so let's try that. Hayes has more minutes than what he had before he got hurt. Guess I never tried Edwards by himself as a trade, did I? Oh well. Can Herb take any more? Let's give Herb another minute. Okay. Not looking so great here. More losses. Lost by 22 to the Nets, who I just cannot defeat. For whatever reason, they still don't have Otis Birdsong, and I just can't. So that's more like it. I beat the Celtics by 8, and then they beat me by 32. That sounds more realistic. So they're the ones who got Brian Winters, who was doing great for the Knicks. I'm guessing he's not playing. Well, he's playing quite a bit here for the Celtics. He's 79, so he's probably taking minutes from Danny Ainge. Oops, I guess I should look at my team, huh? Barely had a couple guys in double figures. This was just a terrible, terrible game. Nobody shot well. We shot 35% as a team. Oh boy. Alright, let's get to this All-Star break. Robert Reed is back. give him a few minutes back where I took them away, which were here. Let's just do those for now. After the break, I'll probably look to do some changes. Hey, beat the Nets. It's a miracle. Alright, now I can probably just get all of the real people. Calling all real people, where are you? Reynolds, Pinkney, Scurry, Kellage, Rasmussen, Brown. Oh, Concac's not done yet. Alright, is that everybody? Oh, I didn't finish Bull either. Tony, Ellie we've got going. I think that's all of the real people. Well, if that's the case, where's the top fake person? Grant Owens. Welcome to the scouting. Hey! Finished before the break with 2 wins. Finally beat the Nets, but only by 1. Birdsong, so they get Birdsong back, and now I can beat them. Whatever. This game is random. Marquise Johnson with another good game. Can Herb be happy yet? Nope. Nope, he sure can't. I don't know why. I don't know why. Lister's still horrible. Like, that's going to end up affecting how well my team does, because Lister's down 3 overall. He's so angry. Beat the Hawks by 10, who are, looks like, battling me. We're at the bottom of the playoffs, probably. How's Willis doing as a rookie? 12 and 7. Not shooting well at all. So you got a 7-footer shooting 39%, but then you got Michael Jordan, the shooting guard, shooting, 62% or whatever it said. Alright, let's go see the final all-star teams here. Any more injuries? Norris and Brewer. Well, I didn't trade for him, and then he sprained his ankle. Moses is back in MVP. Worthy's climbing. Rookie of the year, 61%. My bad. He's not super happy. John Stockton is finally in here. That's cool. No more Perkins, though. Pressey, Woodson. Olajuwon's second now in this. Funny that the real-life teammates still... Oh, no, Henson's in here. Not sure how 6.7 rebounds gets you in most improved, but whatever. Any new people here? Moses in English. Barkley and Olajuwon. So Jordan didn't get it every month. Alright, participants in the East. Pretty awesome starting lineup, I would say. Johnson makes it as a backup with Michael Jordan. No Clark Kellogg since he missed the last, 2-3 weeks, whatever it was. Bernard King averaging 26 points. Jeff Rulin, 18 and 12. In the West, might be the same lineup that made it last year. Not sure. Terry Cummings is hurt, but makes it. Ralph Sampson makes it. Gus Williams makes it, 16 and 9. The dunk contest, Dominique, Clyde, Stansbury, and Jordan. That's pretty cool. And I know I played these live or simcasted or whatever you call it. Let the computer be all of them last time. I don't think I'm going to do that this time because it was not very exciting. So I'd rather just save the time and not watch it, and we'll see who wins as I simulate it. 3-point contest, Isaiah's in there, Dale Ellis. I think Griffith maybe won it last year. I don't think that's something you can see historically on this game, is who won these contests. I never thought about that before. Rookies who aren't actually the rookies, it's just a mix of rookies and sophomores for whatever reason. Stockton made it. Roddy McRae's hurt. Sprained knee. So Jordan, so like rookie, sophomore, rookie, sophomore. I don't understand how they do this. I guess I could fix it, but I'm not going to. Alright, let's go ahead and see who wins these things. And see that Clark Kellogg will be back once it's done. Alright, well, Franklin Edwards, if you're going to be mad, you're not even going to be in my active roster anymore. I will gladly let Lionel Hollins be up there. Alright, should I give... Maybe let Lister have another one at Kellogg's minutes somewhere, so Kellogg doesn't have to play so much. Like there. Fernston should not be in instead of Hayes. All right. Jelly Bean did great. He's earned it. So did Nevitt actually play? I guess I did have him in the rotation for a little while. 12, 14, 13, 12. He was decent. He was like playable. So Nevitt and Bryant. Fernston, not so much. I didn't give Lister an extra minute. I gave it to Herb. Whatever. Alright, let's see. The sophomores beat the rookies by 6. That means, yeah, Stockton was on the losing team. Olajuwon had a nice game. Looks like the player of the game might have been Michael Jordan. Probably Michael Jordan with 23 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 3 blocks. Wow. There was 1 3 shot in the game, and it was made by Byron Scott. The winners, Dale Ellis wins 3-point contest, and Dominique wins the slam dunk contest. That's cool. Did he actually win it in 84-85? Or did Jordan win it as a rookie? I don't remember. The East beat the West by 4, meaning Marquise was on the winning team. English, Davis, and Cummings all with 20. Magic Johnson didn't score, but had 8 rebounds and 12 assists. In the East, Michael Jordan, in his debut, had 12 points in limited minutes. Marquise is down here with 4 points, 9 assists. His assists have settled down a little bit. That's good. It looks like your MVP is probably Larry Bird, 16, 9, and 9. There was 1 3 made by Moncrief. Nobody made one for the West. Alright, let's see the standings here, and then we'll wrap up this part 1. So I'm 6th, only a game behind 5th, and a game and a half out of 3rd even. So this is still very possible to make a good playoff run. I didn't make any changes to the team. I think this team is as good as the Bucks team, roster-wise. The Cavs, I don't think, had anything spectacular. None of these teams should be zooming up from behind. Maybe the Pistons. In the West, the Lakers are unstoppable. And the Jazz, and then it's like nobody else. It goes from 6 games back to 16 games back. Much closer in the East at the top. cool. Alright, and then looking at the mock drafts one last time. Now the Kings are first in the Ewing sweepstakes. I'm still 6th with the Knicks pick. The Mavericks are now 2nd and 7th, so they're not getting 2 All-Stars potential. Well, they might still get 2 All-Stars. There's a lot of All-Stars in this draft. And then this is... So 14th would be mine. Seems like Spud Webb's who they really want me to get. So Ewing, Malone, Dumars now. Ewing, Malone, Mullen. Ewing, Malone, Mullen. Which if Dumars fell to me, that would be amazing. He probably would be the 4th guy I would want out of these. Shrimp would probably be 5th, but it kind of depends on who else is on my team, position-wise. If I get Ewing, then I think Herb and Lister probably need to go. Lister just because he's mad, and Herb because he's probably too good to be his backup at this point. Well, we're thinking too far ahead. Alright guys, till next time, I will sign off for now. I will finish this season out in part 2 later this weekend, so thanks for watching, and hopefully we get the Pacers some more wins to make their first playoff berth in this rebuild. Alright, Shoe Shack Redemption signing off.